like the idea that a voice can just go somewhere uninvited, like a dirty thought in a nice clean mind.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Jay, and we're back with Real Talk. And today we're going to talk about how this administration has gone unhinged over telling the truth, and how one of Trump's allies is the one he's mad at now for telling the truth. But I'll let you listen to it, and then we'll talk about it. So here you go.
Hi, Mr. Secretary. So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect, crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this, since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise, because as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
Is Jeff Bezos still a Trump supporter?
Look, I will not speak to the president's relationships with Jeff Bezos, but I will tell you that this is certainly a hostile and political action by Amazon.
So it's a hostile and political action by Jeff Bezos and Amazon by telling the truth, by putting a number there to let you know how much the tariff is that's costing you more money. And let's give you an example of what's going on. So there is reports of people ordering from Tumi, which we got to stop with disposable clothes, but either way. So on Tumi, you go to buy a dress, and this is reported by somebody out there, $19. When they pay for it, it's $54 because of the tariffs from China. Yeah, 19 to 54. Now, by Jeff Bezos letting you know that the tariff is actually a tax on the American people, this is a fucking problem with this administration. They don't want the American people to realize that they've been fucking lying to them since the beginning, that tariffs are an attack on Americans, that they're a tax on Americans. And they keep talking about how it's going to help American infrastructure. One, at best, and this is studies by people way smarter than I am, it would take 18 months just to lay the foundation on paper on how to get this done with manufacturing. Then it would take another 5 to 10 years to build these factories. Then it would take longer to even staff them, because we have work laws. We have labor laws in this country. We can't violate labor laws like China can. We can't take advantage of cheap and child labor like China and Vietnam and these other countries can, because we have labor laws, which we should. But there is no way an American company, no matter what they do, can make products for as cheap as China is making them right now. And this is all bullshit that they're feeding to the American people, and Mega is eating it up like it's candy. We don't have the infrastructure to start producing everything in the United States. It would take at a minimum 6.5 to 12 years to even start to get there, and still would never be able to manufacture products at as cheap of a cost as China can. And Trump's like, China's rushing to the table. No, they're not. You know why? Because they don't have any political pressure, because their president doesn't get elected, because he is president for fucking life, because they are a communist country. So he can just sit back and let Trump choke out the American people and have it cost even more. And then they want to talk about inflation. This inflation started under Trump's first term. I'm not a Biden fan, but Biden started to get inflation back under control. He had the #1 economy in the world, and yes, it still sucked. It still sucked balls for the American people, but it was better than what every other country was going through. And now Our economy is in the fucking tank. Other countries are thriving. We are helping China thrive. Other countries now, even if we got rid of the tariffs tomorrow, right this second, if we got rid of them, they're not going to buy as much beef from us because now they can get it from Australia and they have good leadership. They have stable individuals. They're no longer going to get certain grains and beans from us because they can get them from Brazil with stable governments. Why the fuck would they come back to us after Trump proved that he's unstable and you never know what he's going to do because he is an egotistical psycho who, if one person says something about him, he loses his fucking mind, or he says something he doesn't like, he loses his mind. Now he's attacking 60 Minutes. He's attacking Fox News for their polls. He is unfucking hinged, and it's not going to stop anytime soon, and he has weakened us. No matter what, even if we reverse course, he has done nothing. He has weakened America. He has weakened the dollar. And he has made it so our allies don't trust us anymore. Everything he has done has made it worse on the American people, not better. All these tariffs do is raise the price of gas. They raise the price of food. They hurt American farmers. Because now these countries aren't buying the beef and the beans and the soy and everything they promised to buy every year from the farmers. Or let's not get into all the food that's not going to be sold because they gutted USAID, which bought billions of dollars of food from American farmers. The fact that Trump is refusing to give farmers the money that was promised to them under the Inflation Reduction Act, which they were promised, if you spend this money on your farms, we will reimburse you. The farmers spent the money and they're not getting reimbursed. Trump has done nothing to make America great. Not a single fucking thing. He's deporting people of color at rapid numbers. He doesn't care that he deported a 4-year-old with cancer. He deported a 2 and a 7-year-old. All 3 of these children are American citizens. Mr. Garcia is sitting in El Salvador in a horrible fucking prison because he was not given his due process rights that are awarded to every person under the Constitution. And people are going to like, they're illegals. Actually, they're still get due process to prove that they are illegals. They have a chance to prove that the government is wrong, that they are American citizens and have the right to be here, like Mr. Garcia. Just like the 3 children who were deported illegally, who are American fucking citizens. All right, guys. I don't understand how far we are going to go before people wake the fuck up and fight back. But Bezos, who can go fuck himself too, actually did one thing that's going to help, and he is going to put the cost of the tariffs on what it's costing you when you check out from Amazon. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. One world, one love. Deuces.
Everything's polluted. The environment, the government, the schools, you name it.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
You out there?